Welcome to our Saxon Math lesson, Lesson 12, Missing Numbers in Subtraction. Let me scroll down the page to the beginning part of our lesson under New Concept. If you're following along in your book, you should be on page 48. So since Lesson 1, we have been practicing finding missing numbers in addition problems. But in this lesson, we will practice finding missing numbers in subtraction problems. So we want to remember that there are two strategies we can use. And let me get out my highlighter because I love my highlighter. There's the subtract down strategy. And then there's the, let me change pen color, add up strategy. So we have two strategies, not one, but two strategies we can use to find the answer. We can subtract down when the problem is written vertically, as it is in this example. 9 minus 6 equals 3. We can just start at the top. 9 minus 6 equals 3. That's called subtracting down. But we can also add up. We can start here at the sum, or the difference, I should say, since the difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. 3, and then we can say 3 plus, since we're adding up, 3 plus 6 equals 9. So we have two strategies to use. Let me scroll down a little bit on our page here and extend that. And let's look at example 1 right here. Example 1. Find the missing number. 14 minus n equals 6. So let me get my pen. Let me switch from mouse to pen. And I'm going to choose a pen. And let's use purple. So if I was going to use the subtract down strategy, let me draw an arrow down to remind you that that's the strategy I'm using. And my variable is n. A variable is an unknown number in an equation, and it is represented by a letter, in this case n. I would have to ask myself, using the subtract down strategy, 14 minus what equals 6. So I'm going to replace the variable with the word what when I'm asking myself these questions, and that will help me to remember that that's what I'm looking for. That's the number I'm looking for. 14 minus what equals 6, or I can use the add up strategy. 6 plus what equals 14, and in both cases then the answer is 8. So I would write my variable n and my equal sign. N equals 8. And that's how you would solve for that problem. Okay, let me switch to my mouse and let's go look at a second problem. Scroll down, we're on page 49 now. Scroll down and let's look at example 2 right here. Find the missing number. Now this time the variable is on top. It's the first on top when it's written vertically. In this case, b minus 5 equals 7. So if we subtract down, we would ask ourselves, what minus 5 equals 7? However, if we add up, we're going to say 7 plus 5 equals what? And the answer in both cases is 12. B equals 12. So let me write that over here. If you were writing it, you would take your pencil. I'm going to change over to pen mode, and you would write your variable B equals, and in this case, 12. So you can find the answer using either the subtract down strategy or the add up strategy. Let's scroll down to the very bottom of page 49. I'll extend the page here a little bit so we can see. And we have 4 practice problems to complete. So why don't you practice solving each one of these problems? Find the variable. 14 minus n equals 6. N minus 5 equals 2. 9 minus n equals 2. And n minus 7 equals 5. Why don't you try practicing finding the missing number in each of those subtraction problems using both the subtract down and the add up strategy.